Fiero gave me 2 thumbs up. At least I think that was the gesture. It was hard to be sure from this distance. Percy took a deep breath. He'd been patient with me so far, but I could tell the stress of the weekend was starting to get to him too. Whenever he looked at me, his left eye twitched. "It's cool, man," he promised. "I'll demonstrate again, okay? Start in skydiver position. Spread eagle to slow your descent. Then, right before you hit the water, straighten like an arrow. Head up, heels down, back straight, butt clenched. That last part is really important." "Skydiver," I said. "Eagle, arrow, butt." "Right," Percy said. "Watch me." He jumped from the yardarm, falling toward the harbor in perfect spread eagle form. At the last moment, he straightened, heels downward, and hit the water, disappearing with hardly a ripple. A moment later, he surfaced, his palms raised like, "See? Nothing to it." Annabeth and Alex applauded. "Okay, Magnus," Alex called up to me. "Your turn. Be a man." I suppose that was meant to be funny. Most of the time, Alex identified as female, but today he was definitely male. Sometimes I slipped up and used the wrong pronouns for him, her, so Alex liked to return the favor by teasing me mercilessly. Because friendship. Annabeth hollered, "You got this, cuz!" Below me, the dark surface of the water glinted like a freshly scrubbed waffle iron, ready to squash me flat. "Right," I muttered to myself. I jumped. For half a second, I felt pretty confident. The wind whistled past my ears. I spread my arms and managed not to scream. Okay, I thought. I can do this. Which was when my sword, Jack, decided to fly up out of nowhere and start a conversation. "Hey, senor!" His runes glowed along his double-edged blade. "What you doing?" I flailed, trying to turn vertical for impact. "Jack, not now!" "Oh, I get it! You're falling! You know, one time Frey and I were falling." Before he could continue his fascinating story, I slammed into the water. Just as Percy had warned, the cold stunned my system. I sank, momentarily paralyzed, the air knocked out of my lungs. My ankles throbbed like I'd bounced off a brick trampoline. But at least I wasn't dead. I scanned for major injuries. When you're an Inheryi, you get pretty good at listening to your own pain. You can stagger around the battlefield in Valhalla, mortally wounded, gasping your last breath, and calmly think, "Oh, so that's what a crushed ribcage feels like. Interesting." This time, I'd broken my left ankle for sure. The right one was only sprained. Easy fix. I summoned the power of Frey. Warmth like summer sunlight spread from my chest into my limbs. The pain subsided. I wasn't as good at healing myself as I was at healing others, but I felt my ankles beginning to mend, as if a swarm of friendly wasps were crawling around inside my flesh, mud-daubing the fractures, re-knitting the ligaments. Ah, better, I thought, as I floated through the cold darkness. Now, there's something else I should be doing. Oh, right. Breathing. Jack's hilt nudged against my hand like a dog looking for attention. I wrapped my fingers around his leather grip, and he hauled me upward, launching me out of the harbor like a rocket-powered Lady of the Lake. I landed, gasping and shivering, on the deck of Old Ironsides next to my friends. Whoa! Percy stepped back. That was different. You okay, Magnus? Fine, I coughed out, sounding like a duck with a chest cold. Percy eyed the glowing runes on my weapon. Where'd this sword come from? Hi, I'm Jack, said Jack. Annabelle stifled a yelp. It talks? It? Jack demanded. Hey, lady, some respect. I'm Sumar Brander, the Sword of Summer.